So we're out with Miss Duchess at the shopping center here and do some walking and social practice with her. She just went to the bathroom, but we'll see if she needs to pee or anything. She's very excited as always here. Duchess, sit. Good girl, good listen. Thank you. Brought along the ultrasonic as well, but we're going to try not to use that if we don't have to. Yeah. We'll try to record and keep her on the left here. Duchess. Yes, good girl. Alright. Not sure what that is. Good. At least in the open space, she's a little bit more comfortable. Usually in enclosed spaces, she can be a little bit uncomfortable because it's just so new for her. So this is a good way to practice and start the transition easing her into those kind of situations. But the more practice that she gets with indoor venues, the easier it'll get for her, just because the more normal it'll be. I just don't have her training vest with me, so we're just going to be walking around outside for a little bit, trying to take advantage of this break in the rain. She's doing pretty good so far. We're going to walk by the Target just because that area is almost always really busy. And we'll practice her staying calm and walking with me through the crowds. She sees somebody here. Duchess. Yes, good girl. Good girl. All right. I always want to try to give her a chance to redirect when she starts getting too excited and pulling on the leash to get to somebody with her name first, and then the leash pressure before using the ultrasonic. But we want to make sure that we're consistent in it too, so if she does start kind of pulling too hard or too far away or not focusing, we can always use it to help get her to to refocus. Good girl. Walking by like the entrances of the different stores always seems to help. Good girl. Good girl. She's not doing too bad with the walking. Just need to help with reinforcing it a little bit every now and then when she starts to hard pull too far off to the side. And I don't want her to get into any of that gum there, so we're going to keep her off of there. She hears a dog coming from the parking lot. Good. So smaller, more controlled circles is okay. Kind of helps to get her at that a little bit of that energy and that excitement. As long as she's not pulling and making like those really big circles when she's out. You can tell it's just something that she's just so used to doing. And I'm just trying to keep a nice, slow, consistent pace too to help her with that, right? No, good girl. So she started pulling really hard, so we did a little bit of the ultrasonic, and you can kind of see that she's a little startled by it and wasn't sure of what that was, right? Good girl. We just want that to happen every time that she starts hard pulling, right? So that way she'll get the connection between the two. Very good. Good girl. Okay, we got some people coming up here she's interested in. Be careful of all the gum and stuff in the garden beds. So she's now getting really excited here, right? You're going to be seeing a lot of people here shortly. Even on days of rainy weather, it's usually a good crowd around the Target and the Walmart. Okay. And this is a good spot to be in, is right in between the in and out doors. Good girl. Yes, good girl. So I want her to try to behave herself. We're going to give her a little bit of extra lead in case we need to redirect her when she sees a person. Give her a little bit of the break from the heel walking before we go back up the other way. Yes, good girl. Very good. Got a couple more people coming. Yes, good girl. Good sit. Good girl. Very good. All right, so we had about 3 or 4 people walk by there, and she still remained calm and sat and focused. So I'm just going to go ahead and reward her. Got some freeze-dried sweet potato. A little bit on the healthier side for her. Girl, I want to try to keep this short so we can get it out to Dad today. A lot of it will be pretty repetitive to what we practiced at the mall anyways. Good girl. Very good. Now this is just another way that you can practice her redirecting back to you without having to move. Like I said, finding a good spot like a Starbucks or something like that that's always got people coming in and out can really help. Good girl. So got a little one coming up. Yes, good girl. Hi. She's getting really excited, so we're going to go ahead and try to use her name here. Oh, no, she got it. Oh, good girl. Good job. I always want to try to use her name before the ultrasonic if possible. Okay, we got some more people coming up. You can see how excited she is. Yes, good girl. Good girl. Yeah, she's a good girl. Yes, good girl. Yeah. Very good. Good girl. So she's working through her excitement, which is good to see, right? We don't always have to correct her and we don't always have to call her name. You can tell there's going to be times when you might need to help her with that. But for the most part, she's doing a really good job of just doing it all on her own. And that just comes through practice. Good girl. Repetition, right? So she sees somebody, she starts to go towards them. She feels the leash pressure. She comes back. She refocuses for a treat. Very good. Good girl. It's a good steady crowd. There's not too many people, but there's definitely always somebody seeming to come in and out every minute or so. Got a little bit of a push here, which is good. Good girl. Good stay. Good girl. I see you. Good girl. Very good. All right. Duchess. Aw, good girl. So we're gonna go ahead and cut the video here. Just gonna walk back and do the same thing in front of the Home Depot. We'll keep it nice and short. I'll start recording if anything interesting happens. Hey, how you doing? You want to say hi? Yeah. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good down. Good. Thank you. She's been dying to say hi to people. Good job. Yes, good listen. Right? So, especially when she does get to say hi and greet somebody, getting to practice that down or that off when she's really excited like that is really good for her too. If we wanted her to not jump in the first place, we would, as she's approaching, give her the down or off command and or use the ultrasonic. But because she was just so excited and the lady didn't seem to mind, we waited until the very end to kind of practice it. Good girl. All right. Duchess. Yes, good girl. Oh, good girl.